Hey YouTube, it's Bugout, and in this video I'm going to be going over the top 10 tips on how to grow a YouTube channel. So stay tuned, stay with me. I'm going to just dive right in just a second, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of background about who I am. I'm a gear reviewer. I do outdoor, everyday carry gear, blah blah blah. I've been doing it for a few years, and in that time frame I've grown from 0 subscribers, I didn't know any other YouTuber, all the way up to 85,000 subscribers and 9 million total views. I'm active duty Air Force. I do this part-time, and if I'm able to do what I'm doing in that time frame using these 10 tips, and I wish I would have known these tips sooner and would have applied them more and sooner. If I would have done that, then I would have grown even faster, gone even farther potentially. So I'm going to give you these top 10 tips, knowing that you, and this is my first tip, probably won't apply them. So this is going to be kind of a hard lesson for y'all. If you don't want to strap in, we're going right now. So stay with me. Here we go. The first tip is that you must be persistent. And like I said, I know that a lot of y'all won't apply this because it is difficult to do YouTube every single week and put in the amount of hours that it takes every single week and make consistent content. So that's my first tip, is you must not stop. People are going to tell you, not just trolls, I'll talk about trolls in a second, but your family, your friends, and yourself are going to tell you that, oh, that's really nice. Wouldn't it be better if, and then, you know, they'll cause the self-doubt. You know, your time that you're spending on YouTube is going to be, you know, try to be divided because you got social life, you got other things going on in your life. I'm not going to go all this detail. You know better than I do everything that you have to get done in your life. So you must not stop making content every week, and you must post it on a regular schedule. That's something that I have not been doing, and I'm now starting to do, and I'm seeing a good payoff for doing that. The next tip is to choose a good username and avatar, about me, channel art. All of those things are important. I said thumbnail, right? So that viewers know that you're taking your own channel seriously. You need to respect your channel if you want others to respect your channel. You have to start off right out of the gate acting or pretending like you're a bigger channel than you really are, so that people know to respect you. If you act like a small channel, people will treat you like a small channel. Start off right out of the gate, and I'll list everything that I use and ways that I make my thumbnails in the description box down below. Check that out, but make sure that you're respecting your channel and that you are that you're choosing these good usernames and everything, so that people will say, oh, this guy posted in this YouTuber's video, I bet he's a YouTuber too. Maybe I'll hover my cursor over his avatar, his logo, and oh, okay, his about me just popped up. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe I'll want to subscribe to that. Maybe I'll check out his content. That's my next tip, is content is key. It's probably the most important tip. I always recommend for people who want to get into YouTube, you need to start off with a good 5 videos, good content, and make sure that those videos are something that you would want to watch yourself. The thumbnails are good, the titles are good, all that kind of stuff, and whenever you click play, that you would want to watch it, and you would want to watch the whole thing because it's entertaining or appealing or whatever. And it doesn't necessarily matter what type of equipment that you use to film it with, as long as it's something that you would want to watch, and watch a lot of, and watch more of, and want to click subscribe to see more of. Content is key. It's the most important thing. More important than anything. I think I've made my point. If you do have more questions, if you need me to be more specific, let me know in the comment section below. The next tip is organic collaboration with other YouTubers. Like I said, you have to do those other things first, but once you do that, leave comments supporting other YouTubers, and those YouTubers can see, depending on the channel size and, you know, all the other kind of stuff, they'll be like, oh, okay, this guy, he's been watching my videos for a while, he's been very supportive, you know, maybe I'll give him a shout out, or maybe I'll give him some advice, maybe I'll open a dialogue with this guy, because maybe he's an up and coming YouTuber. And But on the flip side, if you're spamming and saying, sub for sub, or check out my videos and leaving links which draw viewership away from that YouTuber, there's a good chance that YouTuber will ban you, which all that does is disable the comments that you can leave, and that gives you a less of a strong voice to promote what it is that you're doing. Now, you don't always have to leave comments on YouTube, other YouTube channels. There's other forums out there, there are social media that you can use to promote what it is that you do. So, let it all be heard. Don't be ashamed. Just keep going strong. Just be careful that you're not stepping on those content creators' feet, their toes, whenever it is that you're making your voice known, because that could end up hurting you. The next tip is lighting, camera, audio. You guys can see, I don't have the best audio equipment, but I get comments about that, and I'm going to be buying the boom mic that I'll leave that link, the item that I'm purchasing, and I'm also going to be leaving all the links for all the equipment that I have. I'll leave them from Amazon. I'll talk about Amazon links right after this. But your equipment helps you reach a bigger audience. If it is nicer, you can reach a bigger audience, but it all revolves around your content, like I said. A little side note about your equipment and Amazon, making money basically. Your Amazon links and your YouTube monetization, all that stuff, I actually make more money off of Amazon links than I do off of YouTube ads. And I'm not the only gear reviewer that's like that. The other ones that I've talked to also agree with that. And you can also get paid sponsorships as well. So this is sort of like a hidden tip, let's just say, because I didn't include it in my top 10. But you have to be careful though that you're not letting your receiving money influence your content. It's very important, because if you do, not only will YouTubers like me call you out on it, and then as a result a lot of gear reviewers don't like me, so sorry guys. Sorry not sorry. But your viewers will see that, and your subscriber rates and your viewership will start to drop because of that. You need to make sure that you're being true to yourself. I already talked about content, but make sure that if you are getting a sponsorship, that you disclose it in the video. You have to be specific. You can't put a vague disclaimer at the beginning of a video that says, I may or may not, sometimes I do, get paid for videos. That's illegal according to FTC law. You have to disclose when you're getting paid. I don't make the rules, but I am going to let you guys know that right off the bat, whenever you're starting a YouTube channel, you have to obey the FTC laws, because not only is it illegal to not disclose when you're getting paid, but it's also immoral. Go figure. The next tip that I'm going to say is consistent posting with a schedule. My videos, it's difficult to maintain a schedule. I'm active duty military, and I just don't have a lot of free time sometimes between everything that goes on in my life. And that's just my work life, not to mention my social life and pursuing education. All this kind of stuff adds up. So I have to set that aside and try to say, not set it aside like as in neglect it, but I need to make sure that I am scheduling. You can do it on YouTube. You can say, I want this video to upload at this time and date. Boom, there you go. Your viewers, if you did it right, your viewers will know when to tune in for your videos. So my viewers hopefully know that I post videos like Friday afternoon, Friday evening to Saturday morning, so that way I can get all of the weekend traffic. Maybe that's another tip that you can apply. Other YouTubers, sometimes they post daily. They do daily vlogs, a lot of YouTubers out there. Maybe that's something that you're into. I can't tell you what to make videos on. Only you can, you know your capabilities, and only you eventually will know your audience. That's kind of the next tip that I'm going to talk about, is your audience, trolls, etc. Make sure you listen to feedback, whether they be disparaging or whether they be encouraging. Now, you may ban those that are just over the top disparaging, but still listen to what they say. Maybe you don't need to apply it because they're looking at it from a viewer point of view, and maybe they're trying to give you advice on what content to create, but maybe that's not the right direction. Maybe they're not thinking that way. Maybe they're just thinking about what they want. And remember, that is just one person, but you still need to look to see what people are saying, because that one person could represent hundreds of people. So pay attention. It's okay if you block trolls, but still listen to what they're saying, and it's up to you to decide whether or not you're going to apply it or not. The next step is to make sure that you never settle. You want to wake up every day and say, oh, what do I need to do to grow my channel? That needs to never stop. Every week you have to say, oh, I need to do something else. I need to update my description box. I need to make sure I'm uploading, make sure I'm editing, make sure I'm filming, everything else that's involved, making thumbnails. Looking for more tips, more tip videos. You need to make sure that you're always hungry, and you need to maintain that passion if you want to continue to grow. The next step is to have a good intro and retain your audience throughout as much as you can during your video. The intro, you need to grab them in the first however many seconds, and then if you retain the audience, it's called audience retention. The watch time will push up where you are in the search results when someone is typing, let's say, Swiss Army knives, right? If you type in Swiss Army knives, my video should be #1 pop-up, or at least when I'm filming. The reason is because people want to see, okay, what's the next Swiss Army? What's the next Swiss Army knife? Watch time is what increases the search results. That's known as SEO, search engine optimization. That's a little tip. Another acronym that's good to know is CPM, which is cost per milli, and that's how much you're getting paid, and it's per milli, which means every 1,000. So every 1,000 monetized views is how much you're getting paid. I'm not going to go into detail what I'm getting paid, but I will say that it's equivalent to a part-time job, what I am making. And I take that money and then I invest it back into my channel. I buy backpacks or other gear so that I can review it, and so I can maintain my integrity and saying, hey, I bought this and with my own money, and you should too, or you shouldn't, because of this, X, Y, and Z. But you apply that however you would apply that for your own channel. The next step is to love what you do. You need to like what you do, and you need to have some sort of knowledge about what you do. Otherwise, people aren't going to watch you. They're going to be like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, or you seem really bored, blah, blah, blah. And you'll hear that. You don't have to worry. Sometimes the thumbs downs are misleading, but the comment sections are pretty honest. Thumbs downs, by the way, it could be from another YouTuber sort of like jealous of your content or your growth rate. It could be just someone who's just too lazy or too afraid to leave a comment saying, here's why I didn't like this video. So feel free to disable the dislikes and the likes. Actually, also feel free to disable how many subscribers that you have, especially at the beginning, so that people are only judging on the content and on how good of a quality it is that you're making, rather than, oh, he's only this size. So use those tips as you want. Sometimes I disable the likes and dislikes, or hide them rather, whenever I first release it, because other haters will thumbs down it, and however, they'll use their ghost accounts, their extra accounts, and they'll dislike all at once. I'll give it a lot of dislikes, and then other viewers who are more or less kind of sheep types, they'll say, oh, I should dislike this video because it already has this many dislikes. So sometimes I just do away with that and do away with the headache of likes and dislikes and make people use their words. So that's kind of a tip that you can apply yourself, not even on a list. The next step, that kind of all goes into love what you do, right? The last step is to have keywords, titles, and good description. So in your first few sentences, first few lines or whatever, your description box, as well as your title and then your tags, what you're tagging it as, you need to make sure that you're using those key phrases, keywords of what it is that you're making, so that people, when they're searching, assuming you have good watch time and all that kind of stuff, that video will pop up. YouTube will know to send that viewer to your video. So whenever you're a small channel, especially, even if you're a larger channel or medium-sized like myself, we count on people being able to search for those videos, because that's how we get a lot of subscribers, a lot of new ones, as well as the suggested titles and suggested videos, all that kind of stuff, is because of we're using these phrases in our titles and our description box and in the tags. So make sure that you're utilizing that as well. But anyways, guys, that's all the tips that I have. I'm sorry if this video went a little long, but if you're wanting to know more information, you can leave me a comment down below. Maybe I'll do even another video if this video gets a lot of views. Be sure to check out the description box so you can find out where you can find these items on Amazon for your convenience, as well as it helps the channel. Like I said, that's another tip. Go to Amazon.com, start an associates account, so that way whenever you leave links you can get a small percentage. It's literally a single-digit percentage of the sales that are being made. It's just another way for you to make money off of something you're already doing, and that can help you not only create more content, but you know, buy something nice for your wife as well. Anyways, y'all stay safe out there, and remember, it pays to be prepared. God bless.